Hello VC, what's happening? D Washington 607. I'm here to film a video. This is the continued series I've been doing. This is through my archives. This will be number 5. This is a lot of stuff I've been listening to the last few days. So we kind of have a big stack, so I'm going to get to it here. First up, this is a compilation called The Jazz Giants Play Charlie Parker Yardbird Suite. It's a compilation with a lot of different artists doing Charlie Parker tunes. And there's some great people on here. You have Joe Phelps, Pinus Newborn Jr., Sonny Chris, Art Pepper, Jack McDuff, Joe Farrell, Clark Terry, who we lost recently, Hampton Hawes, Jackie McLean, Oscar Peterson, Red Garland, and Harold Land. Fantastic compilation. Some great players on there. And I got this like used and stuff, but it's in excellent condition. Not a scratch on it, but this is definitely good. The Jazz Giants Play Charlie Parker Yardbird Suite. I love the artwork there. It's a beautiful piece of artwork. A lot of great musicians on here, so definitely should pick that up. This is another compilation. This is Heavy Flute, Funky Flute Grooves from the 60s and 70s on the label. I love that cover. And this has Herbie Mann, David Fathead Newman, Yusef Lateef, Herbert Laws, Rashawn Rollin Kirk, Leo Wright, Charles Lloyd. Okay, Roland Kirk has 2 songs on here, so yeah, so those guys, you can see the back of it there. It's a great compilation. I love it. There's great flute players all through this. So this is Heavy Flute with that nice cover, just so you guys get a look at that. It's another great compilation I really like. Up next, this is a group called Cibo Matto. This is Stereotype A. There's these Japanese New York-based girls right here. Originally, when they first started out, they used to play like a one little Hammond organ. They used to sing about their favorite foods, like beef jerky and eat your birthday cake and stuff. It was funny. But this one, they've gotten together with Sean Lennon, because he used to date one of the girls years back. Of course, he's with the Saber-Tooth Tiger. Is that it? Which is also good. This is like a mixture of just like how can I explain it? It's a lot of like, it's really good. It's like a lot of mixtures, elements of like electro pop, some bossa nova is in there, some soul, electronica, funk. It's just this fantastic mixture. And if you just hear like their little voices and stuff on there, but it works. It's such a great record. Reminds me a little bit, if you say like, I don't know, mix up a little bit of Bird and the Bee with a little bit of Everything But the Girl, and you know, a little bit of My Dusty Trails. It has all these different elements in here. So this is, I love this. This is Cibo Matto, Stereotype A. Definitely have to pick that up. It's really good. Up next, this is Charlie Hunter, Song from the Analog Playground. Charlie Hunter is a jazz musician who plays this instrument. It's like half bass guitar and half guitar. I've seen him play it live. I don't know how he plays it. There's some special guests on here. He has Nora Jones, Kurt Elling, who's a fantastic male vocalist, and Mos Def. Yes, Mos Def, the rapper, but he doesn't rap on this CD. He actually sings a song called Creole, which he does. He has a nice voice for a singing guy. And this has a different elements a lot, like jazzy, funky, stuff like that. Some of the songs are nice and slow and soft, and it's just different elements. And I love the cover art on there with the face there. So this is Charlie Hunter, Songs from the Analog Playground. I remember somebody else showed this in the VC. I'm not sure. I can't remember who it was and stuff, but this is a great CD. I love that. Up next, Pat Metheny, Secret Stories, one of his solo projects. I think when did this come out? In 1992. But of course, we all know Pat, but I love this. Just beautiful landscape kind of music and stuff. Very nice stuff to just put on and just relax to it and stuff. And Pat with his usual, and I think Loud Maze plays on here, but Pat played a lot of the instruments himself, and also, I believe he also had an orchestra play behind him. But this is one of my favorite Pat Metheny solo projects, Pat Metheny, Secret Story. Up next, nothing more I can say about this. John Coltrane, Dear Old Stockholm. And of course, John Coltrane, McCoy Tyner, Jimmy Garrison, and Roy Haynes on drums. Just them doing some fantastic music. Dear Old Stockholm, After the Rain, One Down, One Up, After the Crescent, and Dear Lord. So yeah, I'm not going to have to talk about this one too much. John Coltrane, Dear Old Stockholm, talk about that. Up next, this is a CD entitled Native Flamingo. What this is, it kind of mixes like flamenco guitar with, I guess, like the voice of Native American Indians over this nice flute is joined in. It gets all these different elements, kind of spiritual, landscapey. Has a little bit of soul mixed into it, which kind of surprised me. And it had this guy Ruben Romero, Robert Tricody, and Tony Redhouse. So it's a great mixture, just mixing, the flamenco guitar with like Native American music and heavy flute. It's just beautiful, beautiful stuff, guys. Love that CD. Up next, this is Left Field, Rivermen Stealth. Left Field are just two guys in this band. I forgot their names. And it's, I guess you can say it's kind of dancey in some areas and ambiance in another area. And I love that cover. I love that cover. I haven't played this in so long. I forgot just how good. Apologize for the glare. There's nothing I can do from where I'm at. So this is Left Field, Rivermen Stealth. Really good, fantastic music. Up next, this is Sheila Chandra, Moonsong, A Real World Perspective. She's a singer. This is the Real World label, great label. And I don't know, she has these kind of, I guess from India, like this voice, and she also uses a lot of funny instruments, a lot of drony instruments, but I love her voice, and it actually works. I love her voice, and it actually works, and you can see a better picture of her right there. What a voice, very haunting. Like I said, drony in some areas, mixed with this stuff from India and stuff, but she's a fantastic singer. Yeah, I really like her, so I think you guys would like this. Sheila Chandra, very good, fantastic voice. Up next, this is Eurythmics, Please. I even forgot I had this. This wasn't a very big seller for them, because it didn't have any hits, as people like to say, but sometimes the ones without the hits are some of the best ones. And I love Annie Lennox and Dave Stewart. There's a nice picture. If I can get where's that picture? They had a nice picture. And you can see nice picture of Annie right there and Dave Stewart. I love the Eurythmics. I don't know, maybe they should give this another listen, because it was a good CD. Just Eurythmics, Please, it was. So I think you guys should give it another listen if you haven't heard it. It's good. It's good. Up next, this is a CD entitled Rondo. I can't pronounce it. Vinicio. It's more like this label. I forgot where it's at. I think it's somewhere in Germany or someplace, where they just took pieces of classical music, just took it from their collection and stuff. It's very nice stuff. I love the pictures. You can get a better understanding. And this is like the label right there with all the different things. And they just take, different parts of music, of classical music, and put them on these nice compilations and stuff. So I like, it's very, very beautiful stuff to relax to and stuff. You can see nice label on BMG and the cover right there. So, yeah, really good. I haven't played that in a long time neither. Up next, we have Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers, Spirit of Music. Of course, Ziggy, son of the late great Bob Marley, but he kind of makes it his own. He's never tried, be like his dad and stuff, But this is really good. A lot of elements, of course, I mean, it may sound a lot like Bob Marley, but in some cases, Ziggy puts a little bit more rock influence into it also and stuff. But this is one of my favorite CDs by them, Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers, Spirit of Music. And so, of course, he in that father's got to have the smoke coming out, right? Of course he does. Of course he does. Excuse me, guys. Okay, this is a guy named Zeb. This is Gestureside. This is on the Irma Global Village label. It's he's like a DJ musician. So I guess you can describe this more like kind of an acidy, kind of like acid jazz, down tempo stuff with a lot of electronic elements to it. But I haven't played it in a long time. It's really good. You can see him standing there at the beach. And this is a real good thing to listen to. Like I said, it's dancey in some areas, electronica, downbeat, and funk in a few other places. But this is Zeb, Gestureside. Up next, We have Karl Denson, dance lesson number 2. Karl Denson's a saxophone player. I believe he also got his big start when he played with the Great Boy All Stars, which was a great funk. I saw them live one time, great funk group. This has a lot of elements of dance to it, funk, a lot of horns, and also it's a little electronic because DJ Logic and Charlie Hunter, and who else is on here? Melvin Sparks plays guitar. So if I say that, it's just all these different funk, groovy, jazzy, acidy, little electronica and turntables thrown in there. But Karl Denson, dance lesson number 2. It's a great CD, very funky. Up next, this is a group called Grand Tourism. And I guess the best way I can describe this, if I'm not mistaken, is that imagine, like, I know a little bit reminds me a little bit of Thievery Corporation mixed with Air from France. It's got that kind of vibe and element to it, kind of, you know, jazzy, floaty, electronica stuff from like I said, put Air and Thievery Corporation together and mix it up, and you get something like this, guys. And I love that cover there, Grand Tourism, self-titled. Up next, this is Natasha Atlas. I can't say the title of the thing. Assistine, great singer. Sounds like I guess you can say she's like, where is she from? Like something like an Egyptian singer and stuff. But she actually does a version of "I Put a Spell on You." I would call her like the Bjork of Egypt. She's kind of like that, kind of got that kind of voice and stuff. But like I guess her voice is a little bit more huskier and stuff. But she also dances belly dance. I remember I saw her years ago. She was belly dancing while she was singing, which was kind of crazy. You can't do that. But I love Natasha Atlas. She has one of the best voices of in world music. So definitely check her out. You should definitely pick some of her stuff up. This is Antonio Carlos Jobim, Canta Vincius. This is a concert that he did. I think he did it before he passed away. He was giving tribute to his poet, which is Vinicio, who was a great Brazilian poet. And let me show you. Oh, sorry about that, guys. You can see Tom sitting at the piano there. And let me open that some more. You can see, I think that's what the woman singing is one of the other musicians' wives. And Dori Caymmi's son plays flute. And there's no drums or anything on here. Just beautiful Brazilian tribute stuff. It's really, really beautiful stuff, guys. So great, got that bossa nova sound, stuff like that. And you can see a picture. I don't know who those guys are, like they're on wrestling and stuff. So let me see if you guys can get I can't see the name of the title. Al Vivo. I can't say. If you guys can get a thing of the title right there. But this is definitely. I'm sorry, I got upside down. Definitely great Brazilian stuff. Now this one I should have put towards the soundtrack. Is just as good as the movie Hedwig, the Angry Inch. I love this movie and stuff. And the thing that the soundtrack is good. It's kind of like kind of glamour rock kind of stuff. And it's about this guy who's like a drag queen, and he has this band. Then he just tells what he goes through, his relationships, and whether he wants to go fully with his full surgery. I'll show you some of the pictures inside. You can just see. And this is actually a woman playing this guy here. Just really crazy stuff. Reminds me of something like a rock opera kind of thing and stuff. And the soundtrack and the movie is excellent and stuff. So definitely, I forgot to John Cameron Mitchell. Yep, he was the guy who did the lead vocals and did the movie. Played Hedwig, the Angry Itch. It's really good. I love it. Okay. Next up, this is Kelly Joe Phelps. This is called Sky Like a Broken Clock. Kelly Joe Phelps is sort of like he's called like a blues kind of folk kind of good. Sorry about that, guys. Guitar kind of player, has a real kind of rough kind of voice and stuff. But I really like this because he's a good songwriter and stuff, and he has that kind of old style kind of sit on the porch and play your guitar kind of stuff. Kelly Joe Phelps, yeah. Sky Like a Broken Clock. I love that title too. Up next, this is a CD called Costa La Suite, mixed by, how do you say that? Stefan, I can't pronounce the name, Palmagon. I can't. More like just like taking these songs and making them his own. He's a DJ producer and stuff. And you can see that like Mr. Scruff, look, Kimi Tute. So he just takes these songs and just mixes them I remember just buying this. I didn't know what to expect. This was a blind buy years ago just because I liked the cover with the shoes, but it's really good. It's really good, so I wasn't disappointed in that. Up next, we have Robert Miles, Organic. Robert Miles, the one who did that instrumental years ago called Children. And it's similar to that. This is a little bit more heavier on the electronic stuff with a lot of keyboards and stuff. Some kind of ambient sounding stuff on there, but like this, it was that cover that scared the crap out of me. But this is a good CD. I really like it. So you got Robert Miles, Organic, which was good. Up next, this is Dave Fawinski, Headless Torsos. Dave Fawinski is like he's played with Hiromi, my favorite piano player. This is like avant-garde space jazz kind of stuff, heavy in some areas and stuff. And the artwork was done by his wife right there. David Fawinski's. This is Headless Torsos. I think Amidala, that's the name of it, because Headless Torsos is the band. So David Fawinski, really good, heavy. Reminds me a little bit of like the Montevici Orchestra mixed with Chick Corea and stuff like that. A lot of mixtures of that kind of texture. Now this one I could have used for the female fronting bands. Alison Krauss, Union Station, New Favorites. I haven't played this in such a long time, but it's a great CD. Nice, bluegrassy, and I love Alison Krauss's voice. She has one of the best voices in music right there. So definitely Alison Krauss, Union Station, new favorite. Up next, this is called Action Figure Party. This was done by Greg Kirsten. Even though Greg Kirsten, he's one half, he's the male half of the duo Bird and the Bee. This is a project he did, and it's kind of like dancey, funky, turntable-y kind of stuff, a dance kind of record and stuff. And also Sean Lennon played. I don't think Sean Lennon. Yeah, Sean Lennon actually did a turntable on this whole thing and stuff. But I really love this thing. It's like I said, it's dancey, groovy, funky, acidy. Just has all these different elements and stuff. And I remember buying this again for the cover. I had no idea what this was, and I wasn't disappointed. So far, I've been pretty good with blind buys. Excuse me, guys. And this is Maria Bethany, Interprete, one of the best Brazilian voices ever. This woman's voice will drive you to tears. I remember I saw her perform a couple of times in New York City. Her voice will just, I don't know, it'll make you cry. Just one of the most beautiful voices of the bossa nova era. Been around for years and is still performing today. So definitely you guys have to pick up some of her music if you like that nice Brazilian type stuff. This is a group called the Antibalas Afrobeat Orchestra, Liberation Afrobeat Volume 1, a group of musicians from I think Brooklyn and I guess it's Brooklyn, London and stuff, where they got together and did, it's almost like protest kind of music and stuff, but got that nice Africana, Femikute kind of beat to it, mixed with a lot of horns and stuff and vocals. There's a nice, and you can see the thing of the band right there with all the horns and the singer. This is a fantastic record, guy. I think I've seen some of the guys show this through the years and stuff Probably pretty good. Next, this is a CD called The Philadelphia Experiment. This was a group comprising of Christian McBride, Questlove, and Yuri Crane. Put that together, you know what you're going to get, something special right there. Just so you guys can see them right there. Yuri Crane plays a lot of organ, Hammond organ, of course drums, Questlove, and bass. Christian McBride, Philadelphia Experiment, kind of funky and jazzy in some areas, a little spacey in some. And they did a great version of a song called what is it? The Trouble Man theme. It was great. And Mr. Magic was, of course, a tribute they did to Grover Washington Jr., but it doesn't sound like the original. It was totally different. The Philadelphia Experiment. I wish they'd do another one, but I think it's just a one-time thing. And we're at the last but not least, this is a CD called I Love Surge, and you can see it says electronica, which is what it is, Gainsbourg. What they did was they took different artists and they did a lot of songs that Serge Gainsbourg did, and they mixed them electronica with a lot of electronica. And also I brought this for the cover also. You can see the girl, the shirt, I Love Surge and stuff. So like I said, it's real good, dancey, trippy in some areas, but this is definitely great. It's called I Love Surge. Great, just some Gainsbourg stuff mixed to a lot of electronica stuff. So ooh, guys, that's it. We're finally done. No, I just hope you guys got something out of that and stuff. It gave me a great thing, listening to some of those again because I haven't listened to them in a long time. So, guys, leave me some comments. Please, please, please leave me comments. Let's discuss. I'm just kidding. No, seriously, if you guys want to know anything more about these, leave a comment below and we can talk about it. Maybe you guys found something there that you may want to check out. Okay, VC, thank you for your time. Love. I love you all. D Washington 607. Take care.